Okay. Hi, everyone. I hope this is working. If you can just give me a little thumbs up or something in the comments so that I know that the sound is working and that I'm actually live, that would be great. See, we've got a few people from the UK. Welcome. Hi, Jenny. Great. So I have a thumbs up. Fantastic. So welcome, everyone. I'm coming to you from far north Queensland, Australia. So where I am, it's 6 p.m. So we're getting ready to kind of wind down our day, where I know most of you in Europe are kind of just getting yours started. A couple of things before we begin. Oh, freezing. It looks like it's so cold in Europe. Well, for this Yoga Nidra, make sure you stay warm. So have some socks handy or and a nice cozy blanket. Um, it is very warm where I am. It's summer. And today was about 35 degrees. And it's still really, really hot, even at 6 p.m. We live way up in the tropics, up by the Great Barrier Reef. Hello, everyone who's joining. Oh, Claire, nice to see you. Yes, so I'm in my living room, and you may hear some sounds around where I'm at. There are a lot of birds, so they may kind of come in, and you may hear the sounds of the birds. Sometimes there's sounds of neighbors or whatever. Life happens even when we practice Yoga Nidra. So the key is to not let the external sounds take your attention. Yeah? And that goes for wherever you're at as well. So before we begin, if you're new to Yoga Nidra, just know that this practice is all about relaxing, especially during this time where there is just so much going on. It feels often heavy, it feels often so chaotic. Um, Often we can feel so charged up with this feeling of that often we feel paralyzed by it, like we're frozen, like we can't move, don't know which way to turn. And so Yoga Nidra helps us to unwind that, to unravel, to relax, to let go on all levels, physical, energetic, and most of all, mental, on the mental level, so that we can just rest. The body comes to rest, that our energy kind of settles and our mind settles down, so that what lies underneath all of that, yeah, can then kind of rise to the surface and reveal itself. Um, and I like to think of it like kind of clearing the pathways. All of these practices, all of these yogic practices that we do, they clear the pathways to bring us back to the truth that is always in our hearts, always deep within us, to the basic foundation, the ground of our being, which is steady and unchanging always. So, through these practices, we clear the pathways to that within ourselves so that, life, the chaos and the heaviness, we can be in it and we can be with it, but it doesn't stick to us. Sort of like, sitting in the fire of life and not getting burned. So, first thing, if you haven't already gotten pillows, blankets, whatever you need to stay warm and be comfortable, go ahead and do that. I also like to use a little eye pillow or maybe even a face washer over my eyes so that the room becomes just a little bit darker. And once you've gotten those things together, then before you lie down, just move a little bit. I like to call this getting the wiggles out. I work with a lot of primary school kids, and we do this every day. Get the wiggles out. So just feel in your body. Notice all the cricks and cracks, places that might feel a little tense, a little tight. You might even want to do a little bit of shaking gently through the arms, loosen off through your neck. Make sure you're not doing it so hard that it hurts, but just a gentle loosening off of any excess tension. Yeah, as you do this, you can exhale fully. Yeah, let the exhale sort of flush through you, flushing out the nervous system, the energetic channels. And then you might want to take your attention to your spine and move your spine. So there's usually 6 directions that the spine moves. The first way is forward, like a cat cow. Just exhale, round your spine, and gently then open through the chest. So forwards and backwards with the spine. You don't have to breathe any particular way with this, but just notice how the breath kind of moves with the movement of the body, how it flows with the movement of the body. Is there a particular patterning that you're used to with this? Keep exhaling fully, clearing the nervous system, clearing the energetic channels with each exhale. And then gently, you might want to start moving the spine from side to side. You could even do some little side bends gently. Play here. So just make the movement playful, like you're exploring what's going on in your spine, through your shoulders. As you move, what happens in your mind? Do these movements sort of trigger or evoke any sort of emotions? Yeah? Is there sort of a welcoming or maybe a pushing away of certain movements? Just notice all of this happening within you as you move your spine gently from side to side just a few times. And then the last movements of the spine are the twisting, rotation. So we just do gentle twists. Maybe take a breath as you pause on one side and then gently turn and twist to the opposite side. Just taking some gentle breaths here. Just do a few twists on each side. It doesn't have to be really structured. You just want to feel, really bring your attention into what's happening. Notice the parts that might feel tense. And then gently just come back to a comfortable seated position for a moment. Let everything settle. As you notice your body starts to settle, you may notice some movement. As the body releases excess tension, creating space within you, the body shifts and moves to sort of accommodate that new space. Take a moment now just to notice how you feel. And then take a deep breath in. And exhale like a deep sigh. As you do this, I like to imagine that each exhale is sort of flushing away any of that sort of charge within my nervous system that feels not beneficial, maybe a little bit anxious or uptight or that frozen feeling. Maybe take one more breath like this. And then when you're ready, if your eyes are closed, just open them gently. And now lay yourself down, either on the floor, on a yoga mat, even on your bed if you like. Make sure that you're comfortable. Tuck yourself in. And just take a moment to really set it up so that you are comfortable. Know that in Yoga Nidra, we sometimes reach a state that is kind of hovering between being awake and being asleep, right? It's that sort of in-between state that we hover in, and you may kind of come in and out of not awakeness, but just the listening. You may find that you get to the end of the practice and haven't heard a thing I said. And that's okay. That's okay. The benefits of the practice are transmitted, yeah, even if you don't actually hear the words that are being spoken. So don't worry. And if you fall asleep, don't worry either. It just means that you need the extra rest, that type of rest. Yeah. So go ahead and get comfortable. Cover yourself up. Stay warm if you're in a place where it's cold. If you are in Australia, you'll probably be turning on the air conditioning or the fan. Ah, but just let yourself now come to stillness. Like a snow globe that has been shaken and then set on the table. Imagine yourself like that snow globe. And when it's left undisturbed, all the little particles inside of that snow globe, they're given the chance to effortlessly find their place. So let that happen within you. Your body knows what to do. It knows how to settle when it's given the chance. So let it do that now. Keep taking a couple of deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. With each breath, let the exhalation carry you a little deeper into stillness, a little deeper into rest. Allow yourself with each breath to settle just a little bit deeper. Let whatever is being held in your body from the day or past days, or maybe it's your plans for the day, allow that right now just to unravel as much as possible as your body becomes delightfully heavy. Allow your body just to be supported by whatever structure it is that you're lying on, and know that that structure is supported by the earth. This amazing support of the earth and all of the elements, the air that we breathe, the light and the heat of the sun, all the forms of water that are around us and in us, and the space which contains it all. Surrender to that. Let it support you. And you may find that there is even a little bit of resistance to settling right now. Notice that as well. Welcome it without pushing it away. But just keep the space. Keep the space for the settling to happen. The invitation for the settling to happen. Let the front part of your body sink down gently toward the back part of your body, and together they sink down into the floor, into the bed. And then bring your attention gently to the space in and around your heart. Take a moment just to feel what's happening there in your heart. On a physical level, there may be some form of sensation. On an energetic level, there may also be some form of sensation. And then underneath all of that, see if you can just feel a gentle stillness as your heart settles. And feel with gentleness from your heart through your whole body. And see if in your heart there is some form of wish. Perhaps it is like your deepest longing. Every human heart wishes for happiness and peace. So maybe it's that. And let that, whatever it is, that wish rise to the surface and put it into a language that states that it's already true. My life is peaceful and happy. My worry is eased. Something like that. Repeat it to yourself 3 times silently. And when you have done that, then let the words of that longing or wish just dissolve. And let the feeling of that longing, that wish, gently settle within you in the knowing that it's already taken care of. It's taken care of. Knowing that it's a very powerful thing to create this intention, this sankalpa during the practice of Yoga Nidra. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, let go. A little deeper, a little more completely. And then bring your attention gently to the area in your lower torso, your belly, your lower back, the area of your pelvis. And just feel. Feel this part of you as sensation without trying to visualize what the bones look like or where the organs are. Just feel. Feel any movement within that area. Feel the stillness within that area. Within your lower belly, your pelvis. Notice how when you bring your attention to one part of your body, you can actually feel so many things. Feel down through your legs, from the hips to the knees. From the knees to the ankles. And feel the sensation of the feet. Perhaps the temperature of the feet. The sensation of anything touching the feet. The inner sensation within the feet. Deep breath in. Full, complete exhale. Soften and settle. And then bring your attention gently to the space in and around your heart. Once again, in your chest. And as you rest your attention here, just explore with a loving curiosity. Noticing all the sensations, the movement within the chest and around the heart space. Notice the movement and notice the stillness. Notice the sensations that are pleasant. Notice the sensations that perhaps you avoid or resist. Grasping at nothing, pushing nothing away. Just being the space for it all to happen, for it all to be. This breath, this heartbeat, let them support you. They know what to do. Relax, rest. What a relief to let your body find its way to balance, to rest. Feel from your shoulders to your elbows, from the elbows to the wrists, feel your hands, physical sensations and also the energetic sensations. You may feel sort of an inner glow within your hands. And now bring your attention to your head, to your face. Soften and relax your face. Bring your attention to your mouth, feeling the upper lip and the lower lip, all of the teeth. Notice how your tongue rests within your mouth. Feel the softness of the inside of the cheeks. The firmness of the upper part of the palate, and the softness of the back of the throat. Feel your cheeks, the nose, the eyes. Feel deep inside the eye sockets, deep inside the head. Feel any sensation arising from deep within the head, deep within the brain, in the space inside the skull, top of the head, back of the head, back of the neck. Now notice the mind. Notice if you are having thoughts, the frequency of those thoughts. Notice any charge that those thoughts may be carrying. Every thought carries with it some form of a charge. Notice the overall frequency of the thoughts, the charge that those thoughts may carry. And as you notice this, notice if it changes. Rest your exhausted mind. The mind becomes so tired figuring things out, planning, remembering. Let it rest. In this moment, there is nothing to add with the mind. There's nothing to figure out, nothing to take. Rest. Let the thoughts settle like the little particles within the snow globe. When it's left untouched, all the particles find their way to settle, leaving the glass and the clear water it contains. And as the body calms down, slows down, our energy settles, the mind starts to settle. See if you can feel something else beginning to reveal itself. This gentle inner glow. It's always there, out of which all of these thoughts arise, out of which every experience arises. When everything settles, this is what remains, this basic ground of our being, which is loving awareness, this loving presence, unwavering, steady, ever loving. Rest in this. Because before we are anything, even before we are this body or this mind, we are this presence. So vast, so sweet, so loving. Let yourself rest in this as this loving, aware presence. See if you can feel life's magnificent display in all of its forms, showing itself, displaying itself through you, as the world we all experience. All arising from this loving presence, which connects us all to each other and to the world in which we live. Even in the most chaotic of times, even in the deepest despair, there is this. Life's pure awareness. So know that right now, this breath and this heartbeat are enough. Just rest for a moment in this glow of awareness. And then gently start once again to become aware of the periphery of your body. You may notice that the boundaries of your body may feel they have softened. But notice your surroundings in the room that you're in. Maybe start to move your fingers and toes gently. Become aware of this body, this breath. Feel your body move with your breath. And as all of this arises from that loving presence, keep even just a tiny thread of your attention in that still presence, so that part of you always stays anchored in it no matter what may be going on around you. Slowly and gently start to move. You may want to deepen your breath. Give yourself a little stretch. Now take your time. If it is the end of your day, you may want to just stay here and continue resting. Soak in this for as long as you can. If you have time, if it's morning where you are, take it slowly. Just take a few breaths. Move a bit before you actually sit up and emerge back into your day. Do it with kindness for yourself. Not only for yourself, but for everyone you interact with, for everyone, everywhere, in all directions. When we are connected to this loving presence, it radiates from us out into the world. Maybe even send a little bit of this, the knowing of this clarity, this wisdom, this peace. Send it out into the world, to all the places and people that are in need of its reminder right now. And bringing your attention once again back to the space of your heart, wherever you are. Remember to see within your heart if there's still that wish. Maybe it has changed. Let that longing or that wish come to the surface. Put it in a language that states it is already happening and repeat it to yourself 3 times. And then let the language surrounding that wish dissolve away. Just let the feeling of it settle deep within you. Know that it's taken care of. And wherever you are, whatever part of the world, whether you're lying down or sitting up, or if it's morning or if it's evening, just take a moment to bring your attention to the space of your heart. Once again, feel with gentleness from your heart through your whole body, right out through your skin. Feel this ground, this foundation of our being, which connects us all. It's always there, whether we feel connected to it or not. It's always, always there. Just waiting for us to find it, to know it. Thank you very much, everyone, please do emerge back into your day or your evening slowly with kindness. And even though I can't see you, I can feel the presence of everyone. So thank you so much for joining in. I hope you've enjoyed the practice. I hope you find it beneficial. And I hope that the benefits of this practice are of the highest benefit for ourselves, for all those that we interact with, and for everyone, everywhere. Thank you so much for joining in. It's been a real pleasure to be part of the Eckhart Yoga Live series. And I hope you all have a lovely day or evening and are peaceful and happy. Yes, I wish I could bring you all to Australia too. I hope the birds didn't disturb you too much. The cockatoos were actually behaving themselves a bit tonight. All right, thank you very much, everyone. Om Shanti.